So,
Are you
Coach,
getting my right nostril with that lens,
Which
or
one
what?
do you want? You can just turn slightly either way.
Coach, what was the key to beating a top 10 team tonight?
You know, the reality is that I think the games that we played back east, playing top 10 teams, 3 of them, I think coming back here and playing San Diego State, which was the 11th ranked team in the country at the time, and I think that's helped in our preparation. Understanding the speed of play, understanding the athleticism, and it allowed us to really learn early on what we needed to work on, and I think the guys have really worked hard in training to the extent that now we're moving the ball better, we're defending better, we're closing down better. We're starting to score goals now, which is great. Another clean sheet against UCLA. I don't know when the last time that Cal Poly has done that. I think it was like 7 years ago in the NCAA playoffs. But I'm just really proud of the guys, really proud of their effort. They're very fit now, and they're gaining an understanding of each other.
Definitely kind of, you talk about like basketball coaches sometimes like shortening the bench. It seems like you kind of shortened that bench and relied on a number of guys, and maybe that has to do with fitness too. But it seems like you kind of found your rotation, at least for now, in terms of a rhythm there.
Well, I told the players before the season started that the off season is for individual player development, but the season itself is for team development. And when you really emphasize team development, you're really looking for 15, 16 guys that are going to see the vast majority of the time. And you know, I trust all of our players, but some of them, you know, just need a little bit more time and experience to understand this level, to understand this speed of play and the athleticism that you need and the level of concentration that you need in order to win these kinds of games. But those 15, 16 that are seeing significant minutes now, they're starting to understand each other. I talk less about systems and more about relationships on the field. And I think we're getting great understanding between guys like Kenny Higgins and JD, Justin Dillon, you know, Sean Dillon and Brett. You know, so those relationships all over the field is what makes the difference for us now.
Oh man, what was I going to ask you? Justin's goal, just like describe it to me. Like, I mean, it was pretty tough goal, pretty tight. I didn't see where it went in the net because I was taking a picture of him, but can you describe that play and what happened then?
Yeah, I thought the build up to the goal was outstanding, and what we wanted to do was we wanted to be able to keep the ball and force our rhythm of play against UCLA. And I thought in the first half we did that, second half they did that against us, but fortunately we scored an outstanding goal. The goal came from a development of a play where the ball was played into JD. JD lifted the ball up off of his chest and then hit it first time upper V. You know, these are things that we train on all the time in training, but you know, it takes a very special athlete in order to finish those kinds of goals in big matches. I told him before he went out on the field today, I said to him, tonight you are going to prove to everyone why you're going to be a great pro, and I think he did that.
George Grody's back on the field. I think the last time I saw him was in the Stanford exhibition. Can you tell me about what's been going on with him and what it means to get him back on the field?
Yeah, George has been fighting an ankle injury, and to be honest, if we weren't playing a UCLA, a team of the caliber of UCLA, and if it wasn't so important that we got a result tonight, we probably would not have played him. But he manned up, he taped it up, and he played like a champion. Having George on the field allows us to play him in a number of different positions in the front line or on wide on either the left or the right, and he gives us speed and athleticism. He gives us the ability to hold the ball in high positions, and he has the ability to combine to get in behind defenses. So not having George 100% in the last 2 games I think has hurt us, but and he's still not 100%, but I think he's going to be for our next game against Fullerton.
Kenny Higgins is a guy who not many people knew about coming into this season, and I mean, in terms of just ball control and moving things around and making other teams uncomfortable, it seems like he's, you know, one of your best players in that regard. Can you talk to me a little about what his development's been like?
Yeah, we knew Kenny was going to be an outstanding player here at Cal Poly, but I didn't realize that he would grasp the intensity and the levels so quickly. I am incredibly proud of him, his athleticism, his speed, his technical ability in tight spaces. He's like an energizer bunny out there, and he really allows a lot of players the time with which to make their runs because of the hard work that he does offensively and defensively. I think he's quite frankly a candidate for Freshman of the Year in conference. I think he's, to this date, playing against the quality of teams that we've played against and how he has played in those games has earned that possibility. And I think everyone's paying really, really close attention to him.
Yeah, with the cast on his hand, no less.
Yeah, with a cast on his hand, which he did in preseason, where he tried to do a scissor kick and landed on it and broke his hand. But you know what? As far as I'm concerned, he can keep it on for the rest of the season.
Awesome. Congratulations, Coach.